Are you listening? Damn.
Another episode of Trash Talk. TJ O'Connor with me as always, my partner Damian the Wolverine Hill. We're here tonight breaking down the cards going down November 15 at Jackpot Junction for Driller Promotions. Trash Talk is sponsored as always by Valhalla Combat Sports Incorporated, Ink Shrinks Tattoo, and Mile High CBD Buds. Mr. Hill, we're breaking down this card. We're finally here.
Dude, you think you're ready? You know, the whole time you think you're ready for it, but it's like, dude, I'm so not ready, dude, but I'm so fucking ready. This is going to be this fight. These fights are going to be the shit. And we've been talking about it for a long time, like you said, and it's finally going down. This is.
Yeah. I can't wait. I feel like we've been talking about this card forever. We had a chance to talk to a lot of the fighters. We didn't get the chance to reach out to everybody, and that always kills me. But this card is stacked from the first fight to the main event. I'm going to do a quick run through here. First fight of the night, we got a couple debuters. Trevor Schultz going against Jonathan Zavala. Danielle Majid going against David Hurlbrink. Number 2 ranked Jeremiah Harper going against number 6 ranked Ricky Field. Number 3 ranked John Lakin going against number 7 ranked James Norris. Adam Ish going against Alex Rodriguez. Thomas Jasinski going against Vicente Flores Jr. And then a crazy one, Jonah Ruby versus Henry Pendleton as the main event of the amateur card. Going into the pro card, you got Jason Huntley versus Eric Kemper. Nico Boom Boom Jefferson going against the number 1 Hernandez. And then the main event, Angel Pacheco going against Sam Hernandez in the Minnesota fucking just badass fight. Dude, I'm so pumped for that fight.
Dude, a lot of these fights just get me on my feet, but that one's gonna have me floating. Like, dude, oh my God, that's a crazy matchup, and it's crazy. I mean, it's insane to see that it's going down. Like,
yeah,
dude,
we've been talking about this fight for so long.
You know how hard it is to get like tough matchups made and stuff, you know? It's like it's not even always on the matchmaker or promoter side. It's literally on some of these fighters and stuff. And it's like, I think that just should say enough right there. The fact that 2 of the baddest dudes in Minnesota agreed to fight right away. Like,
that fight's chaos, and we're definitely going to get into that, but we'll just work our way up.
Sorry.
Obviously, the first fight of the night, a couple debuting fighters. I wish them both the best. Look forward to seeing them both progress here. Second fight of the night, Danielle is a guy that was popped in at Valhalla for a while. I'm interested to see him go against David Hurlbrink, who made a splash, to say the least, at the LFA card back in September. Really good win. I was impressed by him. But I don't mean to zip past those 2 fights with all due respect, but number 2, Jeremiah Harper, is going to fight number 6, Ricky Field. This fight is going to be chaos.
Dude, that's a crazy, crazy type of matchup. It's like, oh my God, you think of a guy who has like a speed and combinations, punches and bunches, almost like a Max Holloway type of a pace of a fighter with Harper. And then you have Ricky Fields, a guy who can literally just put you out anytime he wants.
Yeah.
But is kind of tactical and kind of comes in and starts picking his shots. You know, I mean, I think he knows how to set things up well. But when you have somebody who's pushing the pace with you, how are you going to be able to set things up? You know, and then if you're afraid of being clipped, are you so eager to push the pace? Man, this is
it's an interesting
matchup.
No, it's an interesting matchup because, like you were saying, Ricky has legit one-shot power in both hands. And when people say that sometimes how hard a guy hits, it almost seems like they're saying, there's not a lot of technique, but hey, he hits hard. But no, like you were saying, he sets this up, he works behind the jab, and then pop, big power in both his hands. And he's going against Harper, who's, he's one of the toughest grapplers. His last performance, I feel like, was his best fight that I've seen back in May against another top guy. So I'm interested how this goes because we had a chance to talk to both of them. And, like I said, on paper, this is the striker versus grappler. But Harper was talking about how much he's been working on his hands. Ricky Field was telling us how much he's working on his jiu-jitsu. These guys are 2 well-rounded mixed martial artists, and I can't wait to see that one play out.
Hell yeah, dude. Oh, my God. Fuck, I could sit here and just imagine all day about that one, but I get to actually see it. So let's go on to the next one. What's next on the card?
Oh, the next fight of the card, I mean, it just keeps going. We got number 3 ranked John Lakin going
Yep.
against number 7 ranked James Norris in a heavyweight fight, and I'm biased. I like watching heavyweights fight. When I fought against heavyweights. Those are the fights I like to see. Do I like watching all the fights? Yeah, but if you put 2 ranked heavyweights in a fight, sign me up to watch that.
Dude, you didn't have to convince me at all. I mean, one I've seen both these guys fight before, and this is just gonna be one of those battles it's interesting to see like what guys what they're gonna use to try and exploit the other. And when you're just sitting kind of back just waiting because you know it's a heavyweight fight and somebody it's probably not gonna go the distance. Let's be real, and you're just sitting there waiting for this chess match to play out until checkmate.
Yeah, and that's the thing. And I think this one also is a good style match. I want to see how this plays out because John's a veteran. I think I fought on the same card as John in like 2012, and he's still going. That just goes to show his experience in the game. And this is going to be his first fight in about 2 years. And we talked to him about that and the mindset coming into it, how hungry he is to get back in there. And he's going against a guy in James Norris who's young and he loves to fight. He's fought the best guys in the state. You pull up his record, you look at some of the names he's fought, you're like, oh, man, this kid can go. So to see him matched up against John, another top 10 fight, that's going to be a good scrap. Does it go the distance? I don't know, but I'm trying to find out.
Right.
And then the next fight we got that I really wanted to touch on is Vicente Flores Jr. We had a chance to talk to him before this fight, and he's a real prospect in my opinion. I mean, he's had one fight, was a dominating performance against a tough guy, and obviously, that landed him a spot in the rankings. So, I'm excited to see this. His opponent, Thomas, is a guy who I've seen fight. He's fought up here many a times. I mean, I don't think he's from Minnesota, but he fights up here a lot.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see how this fight plays out. It's in Vincente's backyard. So, I mean, that crowd's going to be pumping.
Yeah. So, and then the next fight, dude, the main event of the amateurs. That's the one dude, because I got to I got to talk to Henry, sorry. I got to talk with Henry. And honestly, after talking with Henry, because I already have talked with Jonah plenty of times and I know Jonah personally. And dude, these are like twin brothers from another mother that are about to fight. This is like their mindsets match each other perfectly. Like this is what I mean when we talk about two fighters that are about to fight, and I mean, I know we got the main event, the actual main event later on, and that's another example of that. But this is, for the guys that are interested in this is the fight to see it is the main event of the amateurs for a reason.
Yeah, I mean, this is a really good fight. Henry's obviously a hometown guy. He's going to bring a lot of thunder there. And I think Jonah's a kid who thrives off that. Jonah likes, I mean, he's the Joker. You know what I mean?
He loves to be hated.
Yeah, he's the Joker. He's the bad guy. Somebody has to be the bad guy, and Jonah raises his hand for that. And that's what makes this fight so fun, is because you talk to both these guys, and they both embrace it. They both want to get in there and fight for 9 minutes. But then they're perfectly fine with being friends afterwards. And that's what I love is, as much as there's competition, as much as there's the idea of having to fist fight a guy, there's no animosity there. And I feel like that's going to even make this fight better, because I feel like both guys are going to come in loose. Both guys are going to come in relaxed. And I don't know where this fight goes. These guys they're both well-rounded. They both hit hard. It's number 6 ranked Jonah versus number 7 ranked Henry. So, I mean, this fight, I mean, it's definitely the next step up. So I'm excited to see both of them go against each other.
Hell yeah. Fucking A. Can't say enough about this fight.
And then going into the pro card, so those are just the amateur fights.
Yeah.
The 3 pro fights on this card are chaos. The first one you got Jason Huntley versus Eric Kemper. This is a rematch. And the first fight they had, it was bloody. It was a scrap. It was back and forth. And I'm excited to see this one play out again, because that was a couple of years ago. So you talk about the evolution of a fighter over 3 years at a pro level. I mean, there's no way it's probably going to be the same fight, but I'm excited to see how it plays out.
Oh yeah, well, and that's one of the things too that I really appreciated the pros, taking rematches, on the local level, just because it's not even. I want to put this like the least offensive way, but I don't think there is anyway. Like, some guys are fucking pussies. They take a win and they'll just coast off into the sunset with that, and knowing that their opponent wants a rematch, knowing damn well that if they lost, they would want a rematch. So, but some people aren't willing to give the rematch, knowing damn well that they'd be begging for one. Dude, the fact that they're willing to do it, and
Yeah.
oh, I just love that. I love that shit.
Yeah, because like I had a chance to talk with Jason before the fight, and that's kind of how this one played out. Because I said, there's there any animosity? He goes, no. He goes, we're probably. I mean, you could probably consider us friends. He's like,
yeah.
we talked about it. We were like, hey, we should do this again. Jason said, he was like, hey, I know a place, I know a time, I know a date, and Eric agreed. So those are the kind of fights for me where it's just like, okay,
dude, this is straight up like fighter spirit, but they understand that this is competition. We're fighting for competition, and dude, and they're thriving off of it, and that's always gonna make it exciting for the fight. I mean, for the fans. Fucking A, dude.
Oh man, and then transitioning here, you used the phrase "exciting for the fans." I'm just gonna say a couple things. Nico Boom Boom Jefferson and the number one Hernandez. Like, this fight is gonna be. I keep saying how this fight's gonna be chaos, but that's how I feel about the whole card.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
I mean, these guys stand and bang. Juan has legit one-shot power in that left hand, and he showed it multiple times. And so has Nico. Nico came up to Minnesota just earlier this year and had an impressive win. So he's looking to come back up to Minnesota, do it again, and talking to Juan in his backyard at Jackpot.
Yeah.
He's not trying to let that happen.
Oh my God, dude. These are two 155-pound guys that have heavyweight power, the both of them. That just with lightweight fucking speed. Dude, I think I just came in my pants.
That's a little much, but I appreciate the information because,
well, dude, that's just how
I'm not the only one that's excited.
Little bit, maybe too excited, but man, dude, like when you have matchups like this and you have two guys that are actually willing to go out there and scrap with each other, and then to see Juan making his way back, and then Nico, he impressed me from the moment I saw him fight. And this is, dude, and after talking with both of them, it's like both of them are easily guys that I want to be friends with, and man, that's why it's like you're so on the fence, like when you like watch, because like you kind of want to look away because you know what both the guys possess, and you like both guys that much. It's just like, oh, but watching it through your fingers, and because, oh man, and it's just that's when I love fighting. Did I say that before? Did I ever say that?
Oh, dude, there's no more better game in the whole world than fighting. Like, it's just when you get two guys that are utterly convinced they're going to win a fight. They've trained hard for it. They put on small gloves that really don't do much. And then they go get in their underwear and fight in a cage in front of everybody. Nope. It's oh, man, there's nothing more pure, is there?
Not at all, dude. Not at all. That's one of the why I love the expression when a fight is going down or when you want to know what's going to happen in a fight and shit like that. Baptism under fire. Go do it. Let's see. And yeah, it's baptism, dude.
Baptism season around here. And that leads us to the main event. This fight, I thought I was excited for this fight. I really did. I thought I was excited for this fight 2 months ago when it was announced. And now here we are 36 hours away from the fight at this point, and it's just like, what?
Dude.
Is Angel going to fight Sam tomorrow? And it's like, yeah, he is.
When you talk about guys who have like completely mastered their skills, it's like neither one of those guys is going to say that they have. They're always striving to be better. But every time you see them fight, it's hard to not be convinced that they mastered all their fucking skills. Dude, yeah. They get and then you see them get better every time too. So it's just it's amazing. You see Angel is ready for it anywhere. I mean, he has the boxing background there, he's not afraid to stand up with anybody. And for a small guy, I mean, not having like the strongest power in the world or whatever, but he hits you 7 times in 4 seconds, then dude, that shit hurts. It fucking hurts. And that's what he's known to fucking do. And he's training at one of the best jiu-jitsu gyms in the state, and then dude, then you have, oh my God, you have Sam Hernandez. You have Sam Hernandez, who is just a scrapper and getting more and more technical with his striking every time you see him. And then might not necessarily have the best wrestling, but it ain't no bitch when it goes to the ground. And then his jiu-jitsu is slick as shit. It's just, dude, when you think about it on paper and you think about it like in your head from watching the highlights of both guys, no matter how you look at it or add it up, this is a crazy fucking fight, a crazy matchup. And for these guys to be doing it so early in their pro career, like, dude, this is one of those ones that fans need to know about. Win, lose, or draw, the fact that this fight is going down, oh my God, both these guys deserve fucking dude.
No, that's it. This fight, I mean, on paper, I don't know what's going to happen. You can play this fight out 10 times, and I think you're going to get 10 different results. That might not be 10 different winners, but you're going to get 10 different results.
Yeah.
Both these guys, they can throw hands. You know, we talked about Angel, obviously, with his experience, might be a more technical boxer, but Sam's not going to back down. And then you talk about the scrambling. Sam, he just scrambles and finds people's necks. I don't even know how he does it sometimes. He just latches on. And I mean, obviously, like I said, Angel's ready for that. Sam's ready for him. And we got to the point now where there's nothing really else to say. These guys are fighting in a cage tomorrow night, November 15th, Jackpot Junction Casino, Drillers Promotions. If there's tickets available still, there is no legitimate excuse, unless you're me and you just live 1,000 miles away like an idiot, that you're not at these fights. From start to finish, we just talked about it. It's a great card, and the fighters are going to bring it. I know the crowd's going to be banging.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. And yeah, I can't wait for it, dude. I'm gonna be there early as fuck. This is gonna be the shit.
That's it, man. Like and subscribe to Trash Talk with Damian and TJ. He went to go end the video, but I wasn't ready yet. Now we out.
No. Now we out.
Boom.
You actually hit record, so.
Oh, shit,
actually,
I did.
Are you listening? Damn.